Live from the WPAA studios in Wallingford, Connecticut, and streaming live worldwide on the web at WPAA.tv. Welcome to the Open Mike TV show. I'm your host, President Barack Obama, and welcome along on this Wednesday night, October 31st, 2012. The number to call in, as always, 203-265-6310. And if we can go to camera 2, Mike, that would be better. To get the better shot here of, there we go. Thank you. Barack Obama, ladies and gentlemen, Open Mike. Welcome to the annual Halloween show. And this is part one of my, plan or my surprise in terms of Halloween costumes. The second part of it will be in the second half of the show. So let me just say that. Ladies and gentlemen, real quick, if you are in the area of the WPA studios, and if you are down at 28 South Orchard Street, which is right near, cross street of Center Street, long story short, as we've done last year and as you've been seeing on Channel 18 all night, we are inviting trick-or-treaters from anywhere that are in this area to stop on by to the WPA studios. And you could actually come on up from outside after you get your candy, come on up here, live in studio, your dream come true to be here on the set of Open Mike and display your costume. So if you are in the area, once again, of the WPAA studios, I strongly advise and encourage you to come on out. We will be here till 9 o'clock live, and you can come on up here, display your costume, as I am doing, and say hi to friends and family, grab a little candy, maybe you can take a shot at the trivia question, which I'm about to ask. So I can't even see through this thing if we're getting phone calls here, but anyway, happy Halloween, ladies and gentlemen, happy Halloween to everyone watching out there. It is a, due to the circumstances with Hurricane Sandy, I'm hoping everyone out there is safe. It kind of seems surreal that a year ago we were in the same predicament with Hurricane Irene, and shortly after that was, Halloween, just within a couple days, and we are now back with another major hurricane right around Halloween. So I'm hoping everyone out there didn't lose power, didn't lose any, part of your home. If you know any family members down on the shoreline, we hope that they're safe and they didn't lose their houses. So that's the most important thing. Assuming everyone's fine, I'd like you to all come out and say hi and stop on by. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind you, well, first let me get to the trivia question for tonight. And by the way, before I bring him out in a couple minutes, I know I've been getting a lot of emails, a lot of calls, and Facebook questions regarding producer Pat, who I always mention here on the air. And, by the way, people, how's that hope and change working out for you? But, no, sorry. Producer Pat, who is obviously here each and every week working hard, although sometimes tardy, he is actually going to be coming on to show himself to you, the viewer. And I know it's been a long time coming. It's been over a year that producer Pat joined the Open Mike show. But tonight, he felt would be a perfect time for him to come on and display his beautiful self to all of you, the viewers. So that'll be coming on in just a few minutes. I know he's in the back end and ready in the makeup room right now. With that being said, I want to get to tonight's trivia question, which is Halloween related. And the trivia question for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the trivia question will get an authentic Open Mike with Michael CUOMO coffee mug right here, which you can fill up with your favorite beverage. And if you want, I could even autograph it, no charge. What is the heaviest pumpkin on record? What is the heaviest pumpkin on record, and from which state, country, continent was it raised? If you know the answer to that question, give me a call, 203-265-6310, and let's see if you have the answer to the trivia question. Again, tonight's trivia question, which will win you an Open Mike mug, What is the heaviest pumpkin on record, and in what state or country was it from? All right. Quick reminder, ladies and gentlemen, in the Barack Obama theme, a reminder that this Tuesday, 6 days away, is Election Day. So be sure to get out and vote, exercise your right to vote. And, you know, this whole Hurricane Sandy, if you think about it, if it was postponed until next Monday and Tuesday, it may have had a significant impact on the voter turnout. So in a sense, we are lucky that it did not interfere with the, you know, or hopefully it didn't interfere. I mean, it's still 6 days away. Some school districts might, you know, still be closed or in dire need of repairs, but for the most part, it appears from obviously this area up, we should be in the clear. Now, any school district down by the shoreline, if you go out and vote, I don't know the conditions, you know, East Haven, Madison, Norwalk, Fairfield, Bridgeport, those schools obviously might have a little more trouble in terms of getting opened again for Election Day. But if you happen to know and you want to call in, if you know anyone that lives down on the shoreline and you want to call in and give me an update as to the condition of their town and their home, whether it's someone you know personally, whether it might be a property you own, give me a call. And I'm going to ask producer Pat, because I know he owns a couple properties down in Greenwich, right on the waterfront there. But we'll find out if he lost any power or any roof shingles on his palatial estate. But if if you want to call in, I know it's a Halloween. It is Halloween tonight, and it's a Halloween theme. But we can't ignore Hurricane Sandy. If you'd like to call me tonight and talk about the effect that Hurricane Sandy had on you and your family, your household, you know, how did you ride out the storm? Did you lose power? You know, how much damage are you estimating that you incurred as a result of Sandy? Give me a call. I'd love to hear about it. I was lucky like last year, if you recall, I mentioned on the air, I did not lose 1 second of power, both storms. So I always encourage and always give my shout outs to Wallingford Electric and the great job they do. You know, I know a lot of CLMP customers, UI customers aren't as fortunate. You know, it is what it is, but great job to Wallingford Electric and everyone that is part of them to, in my opinion, do a great job during these storms to really make sure that, you know, we don't lose power. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to, if you could, mark this on your calendar. Couple things coming up. 2 weeks from tonight, Wednesday night, November the 14th, I am going to be having on a special guest who's been on my show a couple times in the past, but he's coming on to talk about post-election results, and he is the one and only good friend of mine, the Wallingford Republican Town Councilor, Mr. Craig Fishbein. We'll be here on Wednesday night, November the 14th. 2 weeks following Craig's appearance, Wednesday night, November 28th, will be another special guest, and her name is Carrie Jakes. And Carrie's going to be on to do a live demonstration in studio of her actually making some cakes and, I'm sorry, did I say Carrie? Carrie Jakes is her last name. I think I might have said cakes because I'm thinking of cakes. Carrie Jakes will be my special guest. She's coming on to do a live demonstration of cakes and cupcakes and all sorts of, you know, party items that she actually makes out of towels, which is really cool. So I want to bring her on to do a live demonstration, talk a little bit about how she got involved with this, and maybe take some calls and whatnot. She's also going to talk about she does some hip-hop dancing. She's an instructor for hip-hop dancing, and I want to talk to her about how she got involved with that. Maybe she can do a little, you know, segment on hip-hop dancing, give us a little dance move on the air, and some advice for anyone that's looking to start, you know, getting into dancing and teaching dance. So it'll be an interesting guest. Never had as far as I can remember, I don't think I've had a female guest on. Actually, I had Michelle on, who was the psychic lady who used to do a show here. But besides Michelle, I don't think I've had too many other female guests on. So looking forward to having Carrie Jakes on November 28th. And obviously, as we approach these dates, I will be, mentioning them once again to remind you. So do not fear. Okay, again, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is Halloween, in case you didn't know. And I am encouraging anyone out there now, our technical director, Mike, if I can ask you to maybe do a quick cutout of the camera out in the parking lot here, if we could show the audience out there a live shot. There it is. There is our live shot, ladies and gentlemen, live from the WPA studios outside. And we have some volunteers out there to greet you with some candy, some tricks and treats. And if you want, once you pass that table there, you are more than welcome to come on up, meet myself, producer Pat, technical director Mike, and appear live on TV tonight. Say hi to your friends and family. You could display your Halloween costume. Say hi to your favorite teacher out there to earn some brownie points in case you're late on your homework assignment. Whatever the case is, come on down. The studio address, again, is 28 South Orchard Street in Wallingford, Connecticut, is the WPAA studios. Now, with that being said, I just mentioned producer Pat, and I think this would be a perfect time to bring out the man, the myth, the legend, producer Pat, so now you viewers out there can get a better appreciation of what he looks like. So I'm going to give a round of applause to producer Pat to come on out. Producer Pat, where are you? Pat? Oh, there you are. Hey, there he is. Producer Pat, ladies and gentlemen. Why don't you come on the other side here? There you are. Good to see you, producer Pat. Thank you for coming as you do each and every week. And there you go. We got a great shot, a great look of producer Pat there. One of the hardest working men behind camera here, besides our technical director Mike, is producer Pat. He is here each and every week, here organizing things, getting our studio audience situated, getting the adult beverages ordered on time. But anyway, producer Pat, is there anything you want to say to the viewers? Happy Halloween, or
well, howdy neighbor, I want to say.
Howdy neighbor. Oh,
howdy
thank
neighbor.
You. I don't know why you have a fence in front of your face, but anyway, kind of remind me of that. Well, actually, if anyone here remembers the character that producer Pat reminds you of from a famous TV show of the 90s, right?
Right.
Maybe give me a call. That could be our second trivia question. You can earn another OpenMike mug. I mean, aren't these great mugs?
They're great. I have one at home myself.
You do? That's right. Well, producer Pat, I appreciate you coming on. I know you want to get back to work.
Okay.
So why don't you get back there, and thank you very much. All right, there you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to some Halloween news tidbits, some information. This show is going to fly by. Again, if you have any questions or comments and you want to call in, the number to call in, 203-265-6310. At 8:30, I'm going to be taking a quick PSA break, and when I come back, I will be introducing to you the new co-host or the new guest replacing me for the remainder of the show. Right now it's President Barack Obama, but for the second half of the show, it'll be someone else. With that being said, let's get to our first caller of the night. Good evening, caller. You're live on the OpenMike Halloween Show.
Good evening, Mr. CUOMO.
Good evening. This sounds like Mr. Tom Dacey.
Yes, it is.
How the hell are you?
I love your Halloween costume.
What's that?
I love your Halloween costume.
Thank you very much. Now, Tom, I'm always, and I'm an independent thinker, right down the middle. And after we take our PSA break, you can probably guess, as other people can, but I'm going to have a different costume, same theme, if you know what I mean.
And it was great to see producer Pat.
Yes.
As a famous television icon, as I know who he was.
He's got a face only a mother can love. Who did he remind you of, Tom?
One of my favorite TV shows, that was Wilson from Home Improvement.
Mr. Wilson from Home Improvement. All right, there you go. You got that correct, Tommy.
And I heard you mention your other trivia question about the heaviest pumpkin in the world.
Yes, yes.
Well, I have some information for you.
Leave your ex-girlfriend out of this, but yes, no, go ahead.
The record was actually shattered twice in just a few days this month.
Really? What is your
earlier
guess?
This month,
Yes.
there was a pumpkin in New Hampshire
Okay.
weighed in at 1,843.50 pounds.
Okay.
And just a few days later, at a fair in Massachusetts, that record was shattered with a pumpkin weighing 2,009 pounds.
Wow. Well, you know what, Tom? I appreciate that, but I am going to have to stick to my original answer here. And although my answer obviously is not the heaviest, seeing that there's been two recent ones, I'm going to still go with my answer, which I'm not going to give away, but I will say it is in the 1,800 category, just to see if somebody out there can win a mug.
Okay.
You know, but I will make it known, as Tom Dacey just indicated, the heaviest pumpkin is 2,009 pounds?
Yes.
Okay. Well, mine isn't 2,009. It's 1,800 and something. So if you know if you want to take a guess, I guess it would be the third heaviest pumpkin now, right?
Excuse me, it cut out, Mike.
Oh, I'm sorry. If my guess, or my answer to the trivia question is 1,800 and something, that would make it the third heaviest pumpkin. Because you got one in Massachusetts and then you got one in New Hampshire, so mine would have been the third heaviest, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Are you able to hear me now, Tom? Is it any better?
It's still cutting out every few seconds.
Yeah, we are having a little bit of technical problems here with the phones, but we'll try to get through with it, and I appreciate you calling in.
Yep, and keep up the great work.
All right, thank you, Tom.
And we will see you Saturday.
That's right, I'll mention that when we get off, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Take care. All right, well, again, just to reiterate, the heaviest pumpkin on record, I guess, 2,009 pounds, but I'm going to stick to the information and the number I had before coming on. The heaviest pumpkin on record, if you can guess the weight, it's 1,800 and something pounds. I will give you that, but you need to fill in the last part of it. And if you want, what state or country was it from? Give me a call to win an OpenMike mug. That is tonight's trivia question. And as Tom was just alluding to, I mentioned it last week, and I'll mention it again. This coming Saturday, which is November, the 3rd, I believe, is the annual Tommy Palooza event, and it's going to be held at J. Ruse the 3rd, J. Ruse in North Haven, a benefit event that he holds each and every year from 12 to 5. So if you're able to come on out, it's this Saturday, 12 to 5 at J. Ruse in North Haven. I will be in attendance. I think producer Pat's going to be joining me, and it should be a great time. So, all right, let's move on, ladies and gentlemen. We are literally flying by here with time, and I haven't even covered half the stuff I want to cover. I can't even see if this costume mask is kind of a blur. I can't tell if the phone's ringing or what. All right, I want to get to some Halloween facts and information, some interesting tidbits of Halloween stuff. And again, ladies and gentlemen, if you are in the area of the WPA studios at 28 South Orchard Street in Wallingford, and you want to come on up live right here on the set, there's some trick-or-treaters outside, and if they want to come on up, if somebody wants to flag them down there, maybe producer Pat, or I think producer Pat's on his way down. Bring them on up. We can have them display their costume. They can say hi, and it'll be fun. But if you want to come on up, ladies and gentlemen, just like these trick-or-treaters are doing, and as you can tell, it's all ages. There's no discrimination. You could be young girls, young boys, old women, old boys, doesn't matter. We don't discriminate. You can come on up here. Love to have you on to say hello. And looks like we're going to have a pretty big crowd about to come on up. So I'm going to wait on the Halloween facts and information for now until they come on up. And then we're going to just get to them, and then we'll take a break and resume the second half of the show. So it'll be an interesting 40 minutes to say the least. But anyway, I'm hoping everyone out there enjoys my Barack Obama costume or mask. You know, I don't know, is it worse than the one I normally wear each and every week? That's up to you to decide. But I don't discriminate. I will have a different mask, same theme, if you will, during the second half of the program. All right, I think we have our trick-or-treaters coming on up. Come on in. Oh, I think I scared them with my Barack Obama costume. Must be some Republicans in there. How many? We got 6 of them, huh? All right. Let's come on up, ladies and gentlemen. Come on up, live television. Here we go. Don't be afraid, I'm just the President of the United States. Producer Pat's bringing them up here. All right, you guys, yep, you guys can just come on up, squeeze in behind me. And, she forgot her shoes. Okay, all right. All right, guys, how you doing? Good. Nice to meet you. I'm Barack Obama. Vote for me, I'll work for you. How's that Hope and Change working out? Good. All right, what's up, yo? All right, guys, welcome to the OpenMike TV show. I'm Barack Obama, as you can tell. And if you'd like to go in order real quick, I'm going to just grab the mic here and have you say your name and where you're from. And if you want to say a quick shout out to friends, family, teachers, if you have a project coming up and you want to, kiss there, you know what. All right, you go first.
My name's Lee, and I'm from Wallingford, Connecticut. Hi, Mom and Dad.
All right.
My name's Erin, and I'm from Wallingford, Connecticut. And hi, Mom and Dad, too.
All right.
I'm Nate. I'm also from Wallingford. Hello, everybody.
All right. Let me go on this side. I'm sorry there. Well, there we go.
I'm Catherine. I'm from Wallingford, and hi.
Hi, Catherine.
Hi. My name is
Language, yes, go ahead.
my name is Danielle.
Okay. And where are you from? Wallingford?
I'm from Wallingford.
All right.
No, actually, I'm from Vermont, but I was born in Wallingford.
Oh, great. And you, young lady?
Hi, I'm Mia. I'm from Wallingford, Connecticut. And hi, Mommy and Daddy.
All right. Well, there you have it now. I'm going to, I want to ask you real quick, is there any special costumes? Oh, we got a green M&M. Oh, yes, yes.
I was supposed to be what's it called? A gangster, but I took off my costume because I was never mind.
Okay, well, you may have taken the costume off, but you're still speaking gangster. All right, well, that's great. And we got the green M&M. We have a princess?
Mermaid.
Mermaid, I'm sorry. I can't see through this mask. Nate, what are you?
Scariest thing I could find. Myself.
Oh, okay, that's great. No, that's, yeah, I am Barack Obama. That's right. This isn't a mask. Okay, and you are a soccer player from Vermont.
No, she's Michael Jackson.
Oh, Michael Jackson. Okay. And you are Tiger?
No, I'm a cat slash
okay.
Walmart. What is it called? Walmart shopper.
Walmart shopper. Okay, very well. Well, I'm Barack Obama, and I love that you shop at Walmart because that's one of the businesses that supports me, right? Well, listen, I appreciate you guys coming on. We are going to get to some other topics here. If you want to follow Producer Pat, and thank you so much for coming on. Thank you very much. All right. Nothing like live television, ladies and gentlemen. You think it's easy, huh? All right. Whoa. Oof. I feel like I just ran a marathon. All right. Let's make sure the mic is on here. Okay, we're good to go. All right. I think let's do this. I'm going to just quickly recap the trivia question for the night. And then I'm going to take a quick PSA break and come back and regroup. And again, if you want to come on, just like those ladies and gentlemen just came on, those boys and girls, by all means, we're here till 9 o'clock. You can come on up to the WPA studios, show off your costume, just like they did. Say hi to Mom and Dad and whoever else is out there watching. And hey, you get a little bit of free airtime, so can't beat that. All right, I'm going to get to the trivia question again. Ladies and gentlemen, what is the heaviest pumpkin on record, and where was it grown? We're going to stick with this answer, although the record has been shattered. I'm going to give you a hint. It's 1,800 and how many pounds? 1,800 and some odd pounds. Give me a call, 203-265-6310 if you know the answer. And of course, we have the official Open Mic with Michael CUOMO coffee mug at stake. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, we are going to take a quick PSA break. When we come back, I am going to talk about Halloween facts and information, and we'll get to some more of your calls. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back after these messages. Yeah, we're just took.
We depend on our national forests for clean air, wood for our homes, and drinking water for millions of Americans. But now, our national forests are depending on us. Trees have been devastated by insects, disease, and fires. The Arbor Day Foundation asks for your help in replanting our national forests, because so much depends on what we do today. Visit arborday.org. See what we're doing. See how you can help.
$100 million sharks are killed each year, but you don't have to be a world-class swimmer to save them. Help stop overfishing and never buy shark fin soup, because when the buying stops,
the killing can too.
Stop. Whether it's on the way to school, at school, or online, bullying has become a non-stop threat to our youth today. Is your child being bullied? The National Runaway Switchboard can help. If you're having a hard time, get online or call to chat now.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Open Mic TV show. As you can tell, I am now your host, Mitt Romney, and I will be finishing out the show here as Barack Obama had to leave on Air Force One to go back to D.C. Well, I'm not having a really good hair day. But anyway, upon our PSA break, I had a couple more interesting trick-or-treaters come on up here at the studio, which I encourage you to do. Come on by to WPA Studios. And if you guys want to come on up, producer Pat brought them up. I believe it's Colin and Amra.
Yeah.
All right, guys. You are now live on TV if you want to squeeze in, so you're on the monitor there. And Colin, first of all, you're both from Wallingford, and what are you going as tonight? What is your costume?
We both decided to try and be gangsters.
We just had a girl on who was a gangster, yeah.
It's popular.
She kept saying, "What's up?" and this and that, and I thought it was a new language she was speaking, but, so you're both being gangsters, and are you guys finding a lot of trick-or-treaters out on the streets tonight?
Yeah, there's a lot.
A lot of them?
A lot of great costumes, too.
Yeah.
There was one girl dressed up as a flower, and then one dressed up as a balloon and sumo wrestler.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. And how have the people been? Are they generous with their candy?
Generous.
Okay, good. Because I know, we're in a recession, but if you vote for me, I'll get you out of this recession, believe me. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on. Is there anyone you want to say hi to before you leave? The greatest talk show here at WPA?
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Okay. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on. Round of applause for Colin and Amra.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, guys. And I think Producer Pat, I just got a word here on my earpiece that we got some other people here. Guys, why don't you come on up? Hopefully you guys are all Republicans. Hi, I'm Mitt Romney, and I approve this message. No. Come on in, guys, squeeze in. You can see yourselves on the monitor, so yep, come on in. And here, why don't you guys say, I'm going to pop this microphone off so we can get your name and what you're going as. Let's start with you.
I'm Jack, and I'm playing as a zombie.
Jack, and a zombie from Wallingford?
Yeah.
Okay. And your name? And what are you going as?
My name is Billy, and I am the treat.
You are the treat. Okay. Have you seen any tricks around? Oh, I'm sorry. Your name, sir?
Robert, and I'm a military soldier.
Okay, Robert. Thank you. So, I already forgot your names. I'm sorry, but I'm a politician. I have, short-term memory or selective memory. By the way, guys, I know you're not old enough to vote, but if you had to vote and you wanted someone to win, who do you think is going to win this coming Tuesday? Barack Obama or myself?
Obama.
Obama, okay. What about you, sir?
I don't vote.
You don't vote, okay. And who do you think is going to win the election this year?
Obama.
Obama, okay. Well, Producer Pat, I think we've had enough of them right now. No, I'm joking. Any special shout-outs you want to say? Friends, family, teachers, girlfriends?
My friend Elijah and Vincenzo.
Elijah and Vincenzo, okay. Any friends, family you want to say hi to?
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom, okay. And now we're getting phone calls here. And how about you? Anyone you want to say hi to?
My teacher, Mr. Devine.
All right. Well, guys, I appreciate you coming out, and you can follow Producer Pat. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it.
Hello, Mike.
Hello, sir. Yes, I believe are you on the air? I think you are. Good evening, caller. You're live on OpenMike.
This is Governor Daniel Malloy calling.
Governor Daniel Malloy or Daniel?
I have the answer.
Okay.
For the weight and where that pumpkin is found.
Okay, but is it Governor Daniel Malloy or Daniel?
It's 1,843.50. It was from Boscawen, New Hampshire.
All right. Well, I think that was the second heaviest one because we had a call earlier that the heaviest pumpkin was 2,009 pounds. The answer I'm looking for, John, is 1,800 and something, and it was actually from the country of Canada. But we will. There's, I guess, several answers for tonight's trivia question. It might have been not the best one to pick, but is there anything else on your mind there, Mr. Governor Malloy?
Well, let's see.
Governor?
Oh.
Governor, you're stuttering.
No, not really. Just, not much to say.
Okay. Well, thank you for that very warm and positive interview, Mr. Malloy.
Thank you.
All right.
Democrat.
We'll talk to you later. Thank you. Producer Pat, do we have more people coming on up?
Yes, we do.
All right. Bring them on up, ladies and gentlemen. More. This Mitt Romney mask is really getting to me. All right. Let's come on up here, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? Good. Good. Okay. Let's have you quickly say your name, what you are dressing up as this year.
I'm Elijah Carbone, and I'm dressing up as a werewolf.
All right, and you, young lady?
I'm Gabby Colello, and I'm dressing up as an Inquirer magazine.
Oh, that's nice. I've never seen that. That's interesting.
And I'm Mimi Colello, and I'm dressed up as a stick figure.
Okay. Are you guys all from Wallingford?
Yeah.
Yep. Do you guys know the #1 rated TV show on WPAA? Which is where we are now. Can you guys say OpenMike?
OpenMike.
There you go. See that? It's very simple. Before we let you go, and I appreciate you guys coming on up, let's start with you, Elijah. Any special shout-outs you want to say to friends, family, loved ones, girlfriends, teachers?
I would like to say hey to my friend Rob, and
Rob.
Also say hey to my dad, who's in the hospital right now.
Oh, Okay. So hopefully Dad gets better. Yeah. And I'm sorry, I'm bad with names.
Gabby.
I call people "Hey you." But, any special shout-outs, Gabby?
I'd like to shout out to all my friends at Dag Hammersholt Middle School and my mom and my dad.
All right. And it starts with an M.
Yes, Mimi.
Mimi. Okay, Mimi.
I'd like to say hi to my friends and my friends at DAG and my mom, Sup, and my dad.
Okay. Well, guys, I appreciate you coming on up. And producer Pat will be more than happy to tell you about the replays of tonight's show so you guys can watch it, all right? Thank you very much. Have a good night, guys. Oh, watch your step there. It's all right, we got insurance. All right. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to come on up, as the people here just did, you have about 25 minutes. 25 minutes left to stop on up by the WPA studios, and I think next year I might have to choose a different setup here because this is kind of an uncomfortable thing to wear for a half hour. Boy, not really looking good tonight, am I? Anyway, all right, so the trivia question, I know it's been kind of confusing. We've gotten several answers. Let me just say it like this. If you call in, I want you to guess the heaviest pumpkin. It's 1,800 and how many pounds? 1,810, 20, 30, 40. Just take a guess, because I'd love to give away a Halloween open mic mug tonight. So give me a call. Now let me get to some Halloween news here. There are 41 million potential trick-or-treaters in the U.S. And as a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, I might have to take this mask off. I'm going to have to. I'm sorry. I know you're probably saying, no, put the Romney mask back on because this mask is killing you. I'm no offense here, and it's not who I'm voting for. I'm just, it's really not as comfortable as the Obama mask was, so I might address that in a few minutes. But, all right, so there's 41 million potential trick-or-treaters in the U.S., and that's from kids ranging in age from 5 to 14 years old. There's 85 million households giving out candy in the U.S. The average American will eat on Halloween 1.2 pounds of candy, which is quite a bit of candy. Now, the safest city to trick-or-treat in, is Plano, Texas. And the coldest city last Halloween where there were trick-or-treaters was in Minoy, North Dakota, and it was recorded at 26 degrees, which is quite chilly. Okay, we have some more trick-or-treaters here at the studio. Guys, come on up, guys and girls. Show yourselves to the world here. Why don't you guys come around back here and you can see yourselves right there on camera. And, whoa, he's scary. Looks like my ex-wife. Anyway, no, let's get to your names. Oh, sorry. Your names and what you're going as, where you're from, all that good stuff.
My name is Jamari.
Okay. Are you from Wallingford?
No, I'm from New Haven, and...
Okay. What are you going as? What are you dressing up as?
A zombie prom queen.
A zombie prom queen, okay. And how about this little guy behind you? What's your name?
Todd.
Todd? What are you going as tonight, Todd?
Power Ranger.
Power Ranger, all right. And you, young lady?
My name is Todd Shea, and I'm going as a cowgirl, and I'm from Wallingford.
All right. And last but not least, this one's scary.
Yeah, Frank from New Haven, as an old man, trying to lose the rest of my teeth.
Now, guys, before I appreciate you really coming on up and saying hi. Before I let you go, you're on live television. I want you to say maybe a special shout out to a friend, family, loved one, maybe a teacher that you have a homework assignment that's late and you want to just be extra nice to them. So let's start with Frank, was it?
Yeah.
Who do you want to say hi to?
I just shout out the whole New Haven.
All of New Haven? Yeah. Well, that's a great...
Even though they ain't trying to trick-or-treat till next week.
Oh, that's right. They had to postpone it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, how about you? Anyone you want to say hi to here in Wallingford?
I want to shout out to my mom and my teacher, Miss Stagels, and my grandma.
Oh, that's very nice. And how about you, young man? No? You don't want to say hi to anyone? All right. How about you? Anyone?
I want to say hi to my mom and my teacher.
All right. Well, guys, I appreciate you coming on up, taking time out of your busy trick-or-treating schedule. Be safe out there, and Producer Pat will show you on your way out, all right? Thank you very much, guys. That's great. Bunch of cute kids there. All right, let's get to our caller here. Good evening, caller. You're live on Open Mic.
1,725 pounds.
No, I'm sorry, sir. That's incorrect. I said it was 1,800 and something.
Oh, 1,875 pounds.
No. A little too high on the number there. But anything else you want to call in about, or was that it? All right, I guess that's it. You got to lower your volume, guys, when you call in, so we don't get the background noise. But the caller took a guess at 1,875 pounds, which is incorrect. Again, if you want to call in, the heaviest pumpkin on record, 1,800 and how many pounds? Give me a call, 203-265-6310. There is our live camera feed out in the parking lot here, ladies and gentlemen, at WPAA. Technical Director Mike, I hope that none of those children are near my Mercedes. Can we just make sure that they're not going to scratch it up? Thank you. If you want to stop on by, we're going to be here till 9 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. You can come on up as these children and boys and girls and whoever else has been under these costumes and masks have been doing for the past 42 minutes. Come on up and say hi, display and show off your costume. I had my two costumes here, as I had my Barack Obama costume, and then I followed it up with my Mitt Romney costume. And something about the Romney one, I just couldn't keep it on much longer. It wasn't as comfortable as my Barack Obama costume. But anyway, that was my big surprise for this coming Halloween. And of course, I did it knowing that in 6 days will be Election Day. So I figured it would be appropriate to have these two masks as my Halloween costume. Okay, we left off with the coldest city last year for Halloween, which was in North Dakota. Now, I want to quickly mention the top 5 played Halloween songs of all time. And you know what, Producer Pat, this might have been a better question to ask than this pumpkin question, because I'm getting answers all over the place with the pumpkin question. The top 5 played Halloween songs of all time, starting with number 5, Highway to Hell from AC/DC. Number 4, Werewolves of London, Warren Zevon. Number 3, Ghostbusters, Ray Parker Jr. Number 2, which is my favorite all-time Halloween song, The Monster Mash from Bobby Boris Pickett. The number 1 played Halloween song of all time is, you want to take a guess? Thriller? Yes, Thriller from Michael Jackson. Producer Pat got that correct. That is the number 1 played Halloween song of all time, Thriller. Very good, Producer Pat. And you didn't even peek into my notes as you usually do. But, okay, let's get to our next caller, and then I want to get to the highest grossing horror films of all time. Good evening, caller. You're live on the annual Open Mic Halloween show.
Hi, I'd like to take a guess about the heaviest pumpkin.
Yes, and leave my
1,800, 18 and a half pounds.
1,800, 18 and a half pounds. You are correct. Yes, sir.
Wow.
You are correct.
Coffee cup?
What's that?
I could win a coffee cup?
You can win a Open Mic coffee mug if you like.
Yes, I would like it.
All right. Well, we could do this. If you want to call in after the show, we can get your information and make arrangements to get the mug to you.
Could I just drive down to the studios?
Absolutely. If you know where the studios are, you can stop on by and we'll have the mug downstairs for you.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye. He was correct, ladies and gentlemen. 1,818.5 pounds was the record prior to it being shattered. You know, thank you, Tom Dacey. No, just joking. He and I didn't know there was a record of 2,009 pounds is the all-time record, but we the answer I was looking for is this gentleman got correct. 1,818.5 pounds, and that was actually grown in Canada. Looks like we got some more trick-or-treaters downstairs, so I'm going to get to some quick highest-grossing horror films of all time, and then we might bring up some more trick-or-treaters here. Number 5, Halloween, grossed $308 million. Number 4, Scream, $332.7 million. The number 3 highest grossing horror movie of all time, Nightmare on Elm Street, $370 million. Number 2 on the list, all-time classic, Friday the 13th at $380.6 million. And the number 1 highest grossing horror film of all time at $415 million, Saw, which was a very, very good movie. However, there's now, I think, a Saw 6, I believe, or Saw 7 is the highest, sequence they've made. And in most cases, as movies go up in sequences, the quality of the movie goes down, and that's no exception to the rule there. But Saw, the original Saw, is the highest grossing horror movie of all time at $415 million. So, okay, before I forget, last week I want to quickly get to the NFL pick. I got to keep this going. Last week I was wrong with my pick. I had the Seattle Seahawks plus 2.5 points against the Detroit Lions. And with that, I lost. I'm now 5-3 on the year. So I want to quickly say that this week's NFL pick, I am going with the Detroit Lions as a 4-point favorite against the Jacksonville Jaguars. My record on the year is 5-3. I'm going to try to extend that to 6-3. So my pick again, Detroit Lions minus 4 points against the Jaguars. And with that being said, let's get to our next caller. Good evening, caller. You're live on the Open Mic TV show. Hello, caller.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Hello.
The pumpkin is 1,218 pounds.
Actually, we just had someone answer it. It was 1,818.5 pounds. So 1,818.5 pounds. But we just had somebody answer it, so I'm sorry. You're just...
All right.
Yeah, thank you for trying, though. All right, Producer Pat, we have a couple more trick-or-treaters. Wow. I'm getting flashbacks of Chuck E. Cheese here. Come on up, guys. Wow. I don't know if a couple of you guys are going to be able to even be seen. You're so short. Well, we'll try it. Let's quickly get to your names and where you're from. Let's start with you, young man.
I'm Gregory Hernandez. I'm from the United States.
From the United States. Wow. Gregory from the United States. Is there a certain state out of the United States you're from, or a town?
I'm from Church Street.
From Church Street. Okay. Well, thank you, Gregory. And you're Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
Your name, sir?
Miguel.
Miguel. And you're going as... What is your costume? Dracula? No?
A vampire.
Vampire, okay. And your name, young lady?
My name is Marissa Hernandez.
Marissa Hernandez. And what are you going as?
A Cinderella.
Cinderella, wow. All right, guys, let these guys squeeze in here. Your name and what are you going as?
Louis?
Louis? And you are?
I don't know.
Okay. Louis, I don't know. Your name?
Jose.
Jose. That is the Scream mask, right? That's scary, yeah. And who did I miss? The little Batman guy. What is your name?
Yo Bunny.
What? Yo Bunny? And you're going as Batman? All right, nice. And I think we need this little guy here. What's your name?
Daniel.
What is it?
Daniel.
Danny? And what are you going as this year? I can't see the back of his costume. Is it a tiger? Okay. And we have a little bumblebee on the end, but she looks I don't know if she'll even appear on the camera. We might have to lift her up, but yeah, they're going to lift her up, and there she is. What is her name?
Bonnie.
Bonnie? Bonnie, okay. Well, she's a little camera shy, which I understand, but we got quite a crowd here, Producer Pat. You did a great job. And guys, I appreciate you all coming on. Have a safe Halloween and trick-or-treating out there. And Producer Pat, if you want to tell them on their way out when it's going to be seen. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for coming on. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, that was great. We are running out of time. I can't believe it's just about 10 minutes left in the program. Again, I want to just finish up with some Halloween interesting facts and figures here. And we got to the NFL pick, the Detroit Lions, -4 against the Jaguars. Okay. Now, let's get to some interesting things here about what Americans spend on Halloween, okay? Americans spend a mind-boggling $2.5 billion on costumes and $2 billion on cards. I'm sorry, candy, not cards. I can't read my own writing. So $2 billion on candy, $2.5 billion on costumes. Average person spends $72 on decorations, costumes, and candy combined. So let's get to our next caller. Good evening, caller. You're live on the Open Mic Show.
Yes, sir. Good evening, Michael. And I didn't know if that little girl was a bumblebee or wearing a Pittsburgh Steelers throwback uniform. She was very nice.
I know it. She was a cutie. You're right. I couldn't tell either. But Mr. McCarver, how's it going?
And I'm having a hard time hearing you. I just wanted to make my point. I think the scariest horror movie of all time was The Exorcist from 1974 with Linda Blair. To say it was Freddy Krueger or Jason or that movie Saw, it's just, those are just horror movies. And I think that, there was a difference between the horror movies is where they slash and stab something right in front of your face, something like The Exorcist, which was suspenseful. And even something like the Blair Witch Project, which didn't show any blood or guts, but just the anticipation of what you thought was coming was a scarier film.
Right. I mean, I will agree with you that The Exorcist is one of the scariest movies ever, but I don't know in terms of gross. It obviously wasn't the all-time gross, in terms of financial.
And I'm still having a hard time understanding you.
Are you?
It's the scariest movie of all time that I'd like to say was probably the wedding video with my first wife, but I won't go there. All right, Michael, I'll let you go. I know time is short. Enjoying the program.
Thank you, Ed. Take care.
I'll see you later. Yeah,
bye-bye. Well, I apologize if we're having some technical problems with the phones. We'll hopefully get those straightened out at some point. I know it's been a couple weeks, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, as Ed McCarver was alluding to, the movie The Exorcist was a very, very scary movie. And, I guess, in terms of the scariest movie, in terms of gross, and what it grossed, Saw came in at $415 million. I am, wondering what The Exorcist would have grossed but you can't compare a movie that's about 40 years old in terms of what it made to a movie that's about 5 years old. So, you know, it's not really comparing apples to apples because of the time, you know, difference there. But we just got a couple more minutes here. I want to quickly mention, let's see, Halloween actually ranks number 2 behind Christmas as the world's most commercially successful holiday. So in terms of, you know, spending money on candy, cards, etc., Halloween is right behind Christmas. And last year, the number 1 costume for adults in 2011 was a witch. And for children, it was a princess. And for Jerry Sandusky, it was a child. But no, that's just what I read out of the paper. Okay, again, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap things up now, but I want to quickly mention 2 weeks from tonight, my special guest, once again, will be Craig Fishbein, the Wallingford Town Councilor, will be joining me to talk about post-election results. Trying to get him on next Wednesday, but his schedule, you know, he wasn't able to make it, so he'll be on the following week, which is the 14th. And as we get into November, I'll talk to you more about my other special guest on Wednesday, November 28th, is Carrie Jakes, who will be here live in studio doing a live demonstration, making some cool wedding cakes, cupcakes out of towels. And it's supposed to be really cool to see this made, you know, and when the finished product is there, you actually think it's real. So I want to talk to her about that, get her to do a live demonstration in studio, and that'll be coming up. And I'll obviously mention this as we get closer to the dates. I think we pretty much covered all of I mean, I got some more Halloween facts here, but just because of time, we're not going to be able to get to it all. We will get to one last caller, and then we will wrap things up. Good evening, caller. You're live on the Open Mic Show. Hello, caller. Nope. I think we lost him or her. But anyway, I want to thank everyone that came on up for the Halloween show. We did this last year where we had, just like tonight, trick-or-treaters live coming on up, and I want to thank producer Pat for rounding them up out there. I want to thank Technical Director Mike for another great show. And I don't know if we have another call coming in here. No, that was just from the last caller. Tonight's replay, in case you were on and you saw yourself on TV or you know somebody that was on, the replay of tonight's show should hopefully be up and running. We're going to say Friday, Saturday on WPAA.tv. You could also go on YouTube. YouTube/OpenMike80, and that'll bring bring you to the YouTube page, which will have a lot of the prior shows on there. And this week's show will be on YouTube at some point over the weekend. So I think we covered pretty much everything. I want to thank again Technical Director Mike, Producer Pat, everyone for coming on up. Great show, another great Halloween show. I can't believe it's already gone. 2 months from tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be our New Year's Eve bash, and I can't believe that we are already going to be in 2013. So, but anyway, thank you to all the callers. Thank you to all the trick-or-treaters that came on out. Thank you to all the viewers out there for watching. And until next Wednesday night at 8 o'clock, I'm your host, Michael Cuomo. I will see you again next Wednesday. Good night, everyone.